afternoon, you guys. I am sorry that yesterday's vlog was so short. I didn't realize that I had not filmed much yesterday. It's really hard in our mall to pull out the camera and vlog. Not only because A, I am not used to vlogging in public because we don't go out very often, which is sad. As daily vloggers, we should really go out more often. But that'll be easier once I have my job because I will be getting paid and we'll have more money to do things. You see how that works? Logic. But another reason that it's really hard to vlog in our mall is literally every single store has their music like put up to like 11. Like you can't even hear yourself speak to like somebody else in any of the stores, let alone vlog. And even in, hi Minnie, even in like the general like just mall area, like between stores, it is very, very loud because they have music that pipes through there. It's not quite as loud for like as it is in the stores, but it's still pretty loud. And even if you're like outside of a store, like the music in most of the stores is so loud that it just pipes out and you can't hear anything anyway. So it's very hard for me to vlog in the mall. So, and then basically we ate Panda, which again, very loud inside Panda, and then came home and watched YouTube. And that was pretty much what our day consisted of. So I do apologize for yesterday's vlog being so short. So that is going to be another thing that is going to probably happen when I start working, is the vlogs are going to get short like that. I do want to try and get, 7 to 8 minute vlogs up if I can, but most days are probably going to be like 5-minute vlogs, and most of them will probably be mostly one takes, or, a majority of the video is one clip. So for that I apologize. Just bear with us for a little bit while we kind of sort out what is going to be going on when I do start working, which tomorrow is when I get the call, and that is making my anxiety go back up. I had just kind of hit like, the interview and like everything else made me go like this, and then I got the call that like my test came back negative and I was getting the job, and so I went down and was like plateaued at like a nice level for a while. And now that I'm going to be getting the call about my scheduling tomorrow, my anxiety is going like this again. And it'll probably stay plateaued at a very high level for the next several weeks, because whenever I start a new job with new people, in a new environment, learning a new system, my anxiety just goes through the roof, because social anxiety is a bitch. People, and learning new things in a fast-paced environment can, in most cases, make me panic. So that is something I'm going to have to learn to deal with in the next few weeks. So if I seem a little off, that is probably going to be why. So I think I'm just going to like curl up in bed and watch like YouTube videos that I have to catch up on, because I'm very, 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 very behind on all of my vlogs again. Because being so anxious in the last few days, I haven't wanted to watch them. So now I'm going to watch them. And yeah, Chris isn't going to be home basically all day. He went in at 3 and won't get off until midnight tonight. So yeah, there's that. So we won't have him all day. So yeah, it'll just be me sitting on the computer or laying in bed. So, and this clip got really, really long, really, really quick, so I'm going to cut this off here. Alright guys, so I am watching one of the daily vloggers that I watch. I'm watching Daily Bumps. I think 2 days ago, yesterday's video, something like that. And they put up a question. Because they were traveling. So they asked a question: would you prefer like a long flight somewhere, or would you prefer to split your flight up in like, have a bunch of layovers, but have shorter times actually sitting on the plane. And I thought that was kind of an interesting question that maybe we should talk about here. Because Chris and I are planning in the next like year or two, we're planning a big trip to potentially Disney World. Because that is my favorite place in the entire world, and Chris has never been. So that is kind of something that has been on my mind for a little bit, and I kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts. So if you're like flying across country, or if you're in Europe, if you're flying to like a different country or something like that, would you rather have like several, like a couple set or several shorter flights where you have layovers in different cities or different countries, or would you rather just it be a nonstop like from point A to point B? For me personally, I really enjoy just like really long flights, because for me personally, I fall asleep as soon as we hit altitude. I don't know what it is. Even if we just like go into the mountains, like if we go up to like Tahoe or something like that, I have a really hard time staying awake above certain altitudes. So basically, when I fly, we hit like cruising altitude. Like basically, you go up, and by the time the plane levels out, I'm gone. I am passed out, and I will be passed out unless like you wake me for some reason, or like I have to pee or something. I will be passed out from the time we take off and hit like flying altitude to the time we start descending. I will be asleep. So for me personally, I enjoy long flights because I just sleep the whole flight. And usually most of the time that I've flown cross country for different things, Disney World, family reunions, stuff like that. And I find that when I have multiple layovers, I'm way more tired, because we usually leave California like pretty early in the morning. So like, usually we take an early morning flight like 7, 8 a.m. So by the time we get anywhere, it might only be 2 or 3, but to us it's still pretty early. So for me, getting that like couple extra hours of sleep is really nice, because usually I don't sleep the night before getting on a flight anyway. So having to stop and wake up and fall back asleep numerous times with a bunch of layovers kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's also kind of nice because you can stop and get food. Okay, let me know in the comments below. What do you prefer? Do you prefer long treks where you're just on a plane for crazy amount of hours and with no layovers, or do you prefer like layovers where maybe you have like a 2 or 3 hour flight and then a layover for a couple of hours in a city and then another 2 or 3 hour flight or something like that? What do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. So just laying in bed watching the view of the tube, catching up on vlogs like I said I was earlier. And me and my mom took a walk earlier, so that was kind of nice. I'm getting a little bit tired, but it's not because I'm actually tired. It's because I'm just laying in bed, being comfy and cozy. / my anxiety. My anxiety just makes me want to curl up in a ball and sleep for days. So, yeah. It's probably not adding to it. So, a couple days ago, Chris and I picked these up at the store at Safeway because, well, I'm obsessed with chocolate croissants normally. So I wanted to give this a shot. This is what they look like. They're not pretty by any means, because I totally did them wrong. But yeah, they're still hot, so. And that one kind of exploded, and that one's exploding out the side a little bit. But all in all, I think they look pretty delicious. I mean, you can't really go wrong with flaky croissant and chocolate. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and end the vlog here because, again, anxious. So we're going to just watch some YouTube and cuddle. And yeah. So if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we put out new videos every single day. And like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description below. And we'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.